The Forelli mafia was the most powerful mafia family in America during the 1980s. But when Tommy Vercetti killed their boss, Sonny Forelli, in 1986, alongside a huge portion of his men in Vice City, they didn't retaliate. This raises the question, why? First, we need to look at how the mafia family's hierarchy is structured. In cases of a boss death, the second-in-command or underboss would typically be placed in charge. However, in this case, the underboss, Marco Forelli, was not ready for this position. Nobody anticipated Sonny's death, especially not so suddenly and at the hands of someone they thought they had control over. Marco lacked the experience and vision to stabilize the family in such a chaotic time. On top of that, Sonny Forelli wasn't just a boss, he was a symbol of power and influence. He had deep ties to law enforcement, judicial connections and plenty of political pulls. Without Sonny, the Forelli family didn't just lose a leader, they lost the very backbone of their dominance. To make matters worse, the other mafia family wasted no time capitalizing on this vulnerability. When they learned that Sonny was dead, the Leonis, Sindacos and even smaller gangs in Liberty City launched immediate attacks on Forelli businesses. The Forellis were fighting on multiple fronts, struggling to maintain control over their operations in Liberty City. This chaos was made even worse by their weakened defenses. A significant number of their enforcers and guards had been killed during the events in Vice City. With so much of their manpower gone, they were left stretched thin and unable to effectively defend their turf. They also didn't have any allies to rely on. Another key factor was Sonny's role in reshaping the mafia's involvement in the drug trade. At the start of Vice City, Sonny's capo famously says to him,
"But it's all drugs, Sonny. None of the families will touch that shit."
Times are changing. The families can't keep their backs turned while our enemies reap the rewards.
Up until then, no Italian mafia family wanted to be involved in the drug trade, but Sonny changed that. He was the one who made the drugs a profitable part of the Forelli mafia's empire, and after his death, the other families quickly stepped in to take control of the lucrative market. There's also an interesting piece of history between the Forellis and the Leonis. The two families were once allied but eventually split for unknown reasons. It's likely that Sonny Forelli dominated the alliance, which the Leonis resented. His death gave them the perfect excuse to attack and take back territory. So why didn't the Forellis or Marco Forelli, who was in charge at that time, retaliate against Tommy? The answer is simple, they couldn't. They were being overwhelmed at all fronts in Liberty City and lacked the resources to strike back at someone as far south as Vice City. It's important to note that this was all due to the other families pressuring them. If the Leonis, Sindacos and other gangs hadn't attacked them so aggressively, Tommy's victory might not have lasted. The Forellis may have regrouped and taken revenge, but with their empire crumbling and Marco's inexperience at the helm, retaliation was never an option. So that's the story of why the Forellis never retaliated. Sonny's death wasn't just the end of a powerful leader, it was the start of their decline. Tommy Vercetti's success came at the perfect moment when his enemies were too busy fighting their own battles. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you did, please like and subscribe for more content like this. Let me know in the comments what you think would have happened if the Forellis had retaliated, or if there's another topic you would like me to cover. Thanks for watching.